Unacademy. Let's crack it.
As educators, we try to help the learners in their journey of becoming a judge. But this time we have gone ahead. How about a judge sharing his life experiences? His routine when he or she was used to study to become a judge. We have today Mr. Balbir Singh, Retired District and Session Judge, Punjab. Very good afternoon to you, sir. I welcome you aboard Unacademy, and we would like to ask from you that how your journey as a judge.
I was just a child and studying when my father, who earlier had been working in the Honorable High Court on the establishment side, became judge. So throughout my adolescence as well, I had been seeing how he had been working, studying at home. I'm seeing him how he was shaping into a judge and also taking care of his family. I was also convinced during his service and in the conversation which we used to have in the evenings that in case you want to do some service, there is only one service, that is judicial service, in which you have your complete independence. Whatever you want to decide, there will be no interference from any other outer force unless you want to breach that condition or you yourself invite other people or the persons in power will not try to intermeddle with the judge unless he himself approaches them. So therefore I got motivated from my childhood, earlier studies, and after joining law at Chandigarh that I'll become judge. But after doing my LLB course, I started practice as an advocate because competition of law as a judge usually were not held every year.
Right.
So by the time you are to await a competition, you serve somewhere. So I thought it better, instead of sitting at home, I was practicing in the district court at Ludhiana for about 4 years before joining service.
Okay, sir. So what we can gather is that the idea of becoming a judge was instilled right in the childhood.
Yes.
Okay. Sir, how have you been throughout, like in the process of studying, and did you take any kind of assistance? Did you take the help of the tutors, or it was just a self-study?
Actually, so far as my preparation for judicial service is concerned, it was primarily my father with whom I had been sharing the difficult points, the deliberations on certain matters daily, almost daily. Otherwise, I did not join any academy. I did entire preparation, self-study only. But I will feel for the state of Punjab, if one is to appear in the judicial service, he should not have a thorough study of law, but he'll have to concentrate on the languages also. We generally neglect Punjabi as a language and English language, that since we had been studying from our childhood, it will be very easy to appear in the language exams, but that is only a misnomer. We'll have to study both the languages well, ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਇਹ ਵੀ ਪ੍ਰੋਬਲਮ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਅਸੀਂ ਪੰਜਾਬੀ ਬੋਲਦੇ ਜਿਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਹੈਗੇ ਆ, ਲੈਂਗੁਏਜ ਦਾ ਤੇ ਬੋਲੀਆਂ ਦਾ ਫਰਕ ਹੈ, ਹਰ ਇਲਾਕੇ ਦੀ ਬੋਲੀ ਅਲੱਗ-ਅਲੱਗ ਹੈਗੀ ਹੈ। ਸਾਨੂੰ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਲੈਂਗੁਏਜ ਹੈਗੀ ਹੈ, ਬੁੱਕ ਵਾਲੀ ਹੈਗੀ ਹੈ, ਸਾਰੇ ਸ਼ੁੱਧ ਹਰ ਚੀਜ਼ ਉਸ ਲੈਂਗੁਏਜ ਦੀ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਸਟੱਡੀ ਕਰਨੀ ਚਾਹੀਦੀ ਹੈ, ਪੰਜਾਬੀ ਦੀ ਵੀ, ਇੰਗਲਿਸ਼ ਦੀ ਵਿੱਚ ਵੀ। ਔਰ ਇਹ ਆਮ ਅਕਸਰ ਦੇਖਿਆ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਲਾਅ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਨੇ ਬਹੁਤ ਅੱਛੇ ਮਾਰਕਸ ਲਏ ਹੈ, ਕਈ ਵਾਰੀ ਪੰਜਾਬੀ 'ਚੋਂ ਫੇਲ ਹੋ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਆ। they do not qualify the exam unless you clear the Punjabi exam.
Yes.
And in my case, initially I got a chance some boy suggested me, why not appear in Haryana Judicial Service exam? I told him that I am not to serve in that state.
Right.
Okay, he said, don't serve there, but you will get opportunity to prepare once you appear in the competition. Then I started preparing for Haryana Civil Service exam. My father suggested me that there you will have to appear in Hindi. You never studied Hindi after 10th. What will you do? Then he advised me, write Hindi daily. I subscribed Hindi newspaper. Daily article, the editorial वगैरह हैगा सारा मैं हिंदी लिखदा सी, शुद्ध लिखदा सी. For about 6 months to 9 months I studied Hindi regularly.
That's a quite long time.
And when I cleared Haryana Judicial Service exam, I was first in Hindi in that state where Hindi is taught as a subject and people know Hindi well.
Sir, I think this is going to motivate a lot of our learners also, because at Unacademy we do the same thing. As I can gather from your information is that your father was there to guide you. We at Unacademy, I think we are also doing the same kind of the job. We are like keeping the students be on track with their major laws, with their minor laws, and plus the languages. So we are covering almost around 35 laws and the languages. So we have made the languages thing as their daily routine. This is what we are doing.
And before joining Haryana service, exam of Punjab came. I appeared in the Punjab exam, Punjab's PCS judicial exam. Then I had served in Haryana Judicial Service for about 1 year and a quarter of a year. Then I joined the Punjab Civil Service.
Okay, so from this I would like to ask you one question. Like many students, like we as educators, we try to guide the learners that you are supposed to appear in every competition. Like not just keep one target state, you should keep in mind 3 or 4 target states, so that the idea of becoming a judge, it should not be a state-wise thing. So any insight on that, sir?
Yes, this was my personal experience also. When we were studying in Punjab University at Chandigarh. Here many people had been appearing in IAS exam. They had been appearing for 3-4 years, and had been taking 3-4 attempts also. Because I never wanted to join IAS, I never prepared for that. I had been motivated myself to do PCS judicial only. But I had been advising them, should not appear for IAS only. All other examination, PCS judicial, PCS executive, probationary officer, where these syllabus are almost compatible, and only GK is to be done besides the normal other exams.
Yes.
It has to be followed, because once you are dealing a state level exam or central level exam preparation at a broad spectrum, you have done syllabus at a broad vision, with a broader vision. Other state exams you can easily clear.
Right.
And if you clear the state exam, then continue your preparation for this other exam also if you are interested. But you will have something in your hand.
Definitely.
So that after 3-4 attempts, you should not be at home only.
Right.
That should be followed.
Sir, like your experience as a judge, like when you have seen yourself being in that position, how have your thoughts evolved over a period of time?
I had been a very grim-faced judge. My father had been at Ludhiana. I posted at Amritsar only. At weekends, he was asking, why you are grim-faced? I have apprehension in my mind that my staff must be taking bribe from the public. He told me, it is not your function to check bribery of your staff. It is the function of the police and vigilance department. You should be such a strict person. If somebody brings to your notice some evidence of bribe, then you can take action against him, departmental action on the administrative side. Otherwise, they should not charge money in your name. That you should be so strict person. Enna jarur hona chahiye. Then matter eased out. I gradually grew into almost a pleasant judge. Should not be very harsh. You should be harsh only where situation requires you to become harsh. Unduly peevish judges, just stoic judges, do not acquire. People want that judge should be a good listener. And even one earlier, James Boswell was a person who had talked with different type of peoples of the society, including advocates, judges. He says, advocates are paid to speak and judges are paid to listen. It is best if they conform to their respective duties. Judge should be a very good listener. He should give deep attention to the subjects, concern of the people.
Noted, sir. So we teach students rules of interpretation, and you must be aware of that there are various rules of interpreting the law. I would like to know one rule which you do follow, which you have followed practically. Any particular rule, like we have different rules, like, like equity runs through every law, which you have yourself felt that yes, this has been practically applied every time.
There are 3-4 rules of interpretation as given in the Constitution. But normally, while application of law before the trial courts of the district area, the literal interpretation where it is very clear, concise, one should not unnecessarily go into hidden meanings when there is no problem there. It should be given literal interpretation. Unless it is vague,
Yes.
then you should go to other rules.
And sir, like, how about guiding the students about note making? I think we guide the students as educators that note making should be a part and parcel of your daily life. Note making thing, like when they are studying to be a judge. How does this help? Writing things, as you mentioned that you have to write Punjabi or Hindi languages, so you have to make this answer writing.
I have come to know that once we are studying a subject,
Right.
we are reading the book, we are trying to grasp it. But if the cognitive force is also implied, you
Yes.
also write important things, then it is a better way of learning a subject and remembering and recapitulating it in a better way, if you write also.
And so how do you see the online education system, like the virtual classes happening? So how do you think that this thing has evolved over a period of time, and how this is going to be benefiting the students?
We have learned about teachers. Teachers either inspirer or a big bore. Good teachers are very rare. So if the teachers are rare, we can't take every student to those good teachers. Online system is such a system that good teachers sitting at one place can address students all over the country also.
That's so thoughtful of you, sir. Thank you so much, sir, for your valuable time, and I would really like to thank you on behalf of the team of Unacademy. Thank you for it. Thank you so much.
Thank you.